So how many of you have read or listened or played the Warhammer games or the lore, or just wondering how many Warhammer nerds there is? Yes.
I sense the enemy converging. I see the foe.
You have Warhammer Space Marine or some such, and it was glorious. The lore is amazing and wild and absurdly deep, but you can't read it all. Fair. Yeah, they have said it's quite a old. All to extraction, so 2 more of those.
Here.
This one.
What is your will?
This one can go and smack the shit out of that
Yes,
face.
sir.
E3
Down.
You have read it, a bit of it, but it gets a bit convoluted for you. You just like the figures. Nothing wrong in that, like the way how I have got into this stuff before any of the games or before any of my friends explained anything to me. I just like the figurines quite a bit while and painted them. Warhammer Fantasy and some 40k stuff. As Pannukakku said, lore is amazing. He should kill that one. No, this one.
I am
And
here
you
to
go
serve.
and kill it. Okay, so he cannot kill any of them.
Rugen.
Okay, so let's go with this one.
Fall.
There are over 300 novels based on Warhammer 40k universe. No one has time to read it all.
File your corpse.
Fair. The other. If I go here and no,
These wounds will heal.
it will run next to it. Hopefully it will. And some of those books are kind of hard to
Path is restored, brother.
read. Yeah, Jiggy, time to read tomorrow. Yeah, that was stupid from my side, but oh well. Oh, you're a turtle reader. Your brain immediately tunes out whenever you see a book. Huh. Time to hide in the library, I guess. But you can read hundreds of pages of Wikipedia articles. So if they would be written on Wikipedia, could you read them from there?
Moving now.
To be fair, I used a lot of libraries. Now I just haven't gone those anymore. But I used to spend, according to some, way too much time in a library. It's just a very calming place for me. It's quiet. No one is gonna yell at you. Hopefully. And you can just sit for hours in there and read. Not because you want your information is condensed form. That fair. So the sad part is that I just can't focus on reading nowadays. I want to get back into it, but it's too noisy inside of my head nowadays. Everyone is a reader if they can find what they like to read. It's different for anyone though. Reading is torture if it's something that can't be engaged. Armor pierce, execute.
This battle is ended.
Enter. Plagued.
Teleport coordinates locked.
Initiating sequence.
But yes, used to live in a fantasy books. Right. Sci-fi, fantasy and horror stuff a lot. And then else. Because there was the third thing that I was also interested but never really remember what it was. But I do still own a big pile of books and I would like to collect all the original Star Wars books, but sadly you can't really find them from anywhere. I think Amazon actually sells the original Star Wars books nowadays, but I want them with the hardcover. I hate reading books with the soft covers. They just, for some reason, they annoy me. I don't know why. They just make me annoyed as fuck. But if it's a hardcover book, I'm like, everything's perfect. I'm mostly interested in fictional universes and characters. Yeah, fair. Dystopias. That was the last one. I found my favorite writer actually by complete accident. It was the first time I ever traveled alone. And I had to stay in a random city for 3 hours while waiting for a new train. So I had to stay 3 hours there, and of course I went to bookstore. And I looked at the book covers to find something that I would be interested until I found the one called Silo by Hook or something. Can't pronounce it in English exactly. But 4 books later, my favorite damn writer, because the way he writes books, he can make you feel very claustrophobic, especially while reading the Silo books. And I got to say, books get to my feelings way better than movies or games or anything gets, because it's mostly the imagination that fills up the gaps. Silo, the Silo series. Like, you have never read Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, etc. But you have read all the lore you could find on PBS. You are likely a tactile reader and enjoy the sensation of hardcovers, often found preference. Could be. Also, hi Pakabul, how are you today? The Belgarians is probably the first and only book series you read. Among the comics, only true book. In the older times, he was good for like 1,000 pages a day. Now you get distracted after a sentence. Very relatable, very relatable. Silo, okay, yeah. Could actually type the name if I can. So the writer is called like that, I think, if I'm not completely mistaken, since my name memory is horrible, so it might be wrong. But really, really, really like those books. It is a dystopia, the Silo series, where humans are living in big silos underground. Highly recommended. Long you have had some hard work months, but successful. Hopefully they keep being successful, and hopefully you get some time to just relax and enjoy time off. And then there was another book series that he started to write. Sadly, there isn't too many in Finnish, because I prefer reading stuff in Finnish since it is way faster for me. But it was called Sand, I think, and I really liked it. People were using, well, they were living in a world that is full of sand, and the way he paints the world is like beautiful, really beautiful. So hopefully I get my hands more of his books. I really hope so. Read everything in English. Have a science you must 12. I probably would have done the same as well if my English teacher wouldn't have stopped me from wanting to learn English. But yeah. You drink from a Star Wars cup. Underestimate the power of coffee. And yes, it is coffee that is in the mug. Your English is perfect, really. Thank you. I have only spoken English out loud for 3 years now. Because before that I completely refused to speak English out loud. I have always written in it because I have had friends from all sides of the world, but I completely refused to speak it out loud because my English teacher was a very, very big dick about it. And people were really unmotivating. If you wouldn't pronounce something perfectly, they would... Well, you know how being bullied at school can be, so yeah. Used to go check out entire author libraries and eat it all. I wish you could do it still. You just become more awesome in my eyes. Thank you. Oh. You think one of those Sala books might have come across your desk at work a while back. Really? 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 I do recommend you read them. You thought it was Star Wars because you have one. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, there is a few Star Wars things in my house. And just few. Not much, but few. For example, this thing on my table. The controller holder is Star Wars. One of those few things. I don't have it all. I'm not gonna get up and go get the Vader's helmet and Vader's sword and life-sized figure of Vader. Well, to be fair, the life-sized figure, it's not life-sized figure. It's just like 120 centimeters tall figure of Darth Vader. No, I'm not Star Wars nerd, no. It's stupid some of the teachers at least have demanded perfect pronunciation. Yeah, it's like there really isn't perfect way to pronounce things because everyone has their own accent, and that's not a bad thing. If everyone would sound exactly the same, it wouldn't be funny. I have learned just recently how beautiful people's accents can be, and I'm happy that I learned it. Just a few things. Vader, it's really nice. Yeah, I'm Vader fangirl. Just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. So basically, if I would go to Comic Con or something and somebody would appear with a Darth Vader a full costume, I would be just giggling around and being ridiculous. That'd be a good redeem. Cute queen wears a Vader helmet. I would! But the issue with wearing a Vader helmet is that it would eat my eyebrows. So if I make an eyebrowless look, I could do that. Irish and Scottish accents. They are pretty. They are pretty. Very pretty. Common thing between Warhammer 40k and Star Wars is that you should get worried if some dark cloak figures is. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Makes me like Warhammer even more than... Makes me like it even more than... 3 days, okay. So, could kinda sorta wait for... Where is my ship? My ship is there. Can we make it in time there? Yes. Can we make it in time there? No, so only there. Okay. But to be fair, I resist for this. Which reminds me of this morning's conversation with the renovation group. One of them said, when I'm coming here to work in that like vitrine, like alcohol holder or something that we had, a bar desk we have upstairs, there better be Irish or Scottish whiskey. And I said, in this household you drink nothing else. Because they make them. I know other countries make.
Look at them happy skeletons.
Oh, Thank you for the gifted subscriptions, Panuka Kunkavallus. Thank you so much.
Look at them happy skeletons.
Mannari multiple. Seriously though, thank you so much.
Look at them happy
Now
skeletons.
I forgot my brain. Look at them happy skeletons. Yes.
Look at them happy skeletons.
Yes, brains. Where are you? Hi Word Zombie, how are you
Look at
today?
them happy skeletons.
And everyone who got your subscriptions gifted, enjoy your new emotes. They are all made by me. That's a lot of jam on that backing.
Look at them happy skeletons.
You good? Happy to hear? I think I'm actually good today. At the moment, at least.
Look at them happy skeletons. Look at them happy skeletons.
Yes. DOS attack on Queen Error 404 streamer not found. Yes.
Look at them happy skeletons.
Almost spit my coffee.
Look at them happy skeletons.
Seriously, thank you so much. Appreciate it a lot. Purity Seals, new use for the seeds. Inquisitor Vakir. Commander, I have been studying my data from the craft world and have found a new use for the bloom seed. Brother Ektar has agreed to smelt them in the fires of purity until they turn to ash. But rather than casting the cinders into the aether, I will use them to create a sunfield ink and that be used to write holy psalms on purity seals to adorn your knight's arms and armor. Ooh. Okay, that sounds good. What did I want to learn? Construction speed. How integrate. What shields are barely. Damaged. Okay, I feel like I should probably start going with these, just in case. But at the same time, I wish I could, you know, do multiple of these at the same time, because I have the servitor amounts for it. So I wish I could, you know, fix multiple things at the same time. Would make things way easier. But research menu. Ah, okay, 9 days left. So. No effects. Steve is fixed. Else. Okay. Big use is surviving little by little. Types of escalation in progress. Construction progress. Okay. Also, one of the ridiculous stuff that I've been thinking is adding what the fuck called? Channel point redemption. Show what is behind the green screen. Thank you for the lurk, Hesse. Appreciate it. Because there is stuff. Then a mission without using grenades. Okay, let's go. Okay, pancake. So it was.
Massive.
Okay, Justicar, Purgator, Apothecary. Who else? Rhea.
Edian.
I get a proper armor for this one. Oh, I can grade it. His attacks have 10 crit. Psychon rates red fast. This night on 0 day. 50% silence of crit. Out. Alert. Terminate. Oh.
An indulgence, perhaps, but it will fortify the spirit of our brothers.
Slot. I'm not allowed to use the credits for this one, so I should not take them, but it looks fancy. Make this one be symmetrical. Oh. Yes. These characters do look exactly like Marines in StarCraft. Oh, I actually. It's quite a cute. There's like extra. This one. Cold coffee. But seriously, damn this game now. I just really want to paint Warhammers. Then you look at the prices of the Warhammers and you're like, no, I actually don't want to. No, not so interested of painting them anymore, no. Lettering. Got them like more lettering. New Me in StarCraft was supposed to be a Warhammer game, but licensing didn't work out. Zerg needs Tos Elder. That's cool. Glorious Deed win mission without using grenades. Oh, so I'm... Oh, so I can't even take them with me. Cool. Zero Skull. What? The Zero Skull. Circuit Knight with range 2. Hi, Auntie Klaus. How are you today? Battlefield Gothic Armor is real tough, just say. Might have a look into that. Starting to be more invested about it. This. Okay. How's the 41st Millennium greeting you? So far, so good. Really liking it. Like really liking it. And quite a lot of fun in this one. Not gonna lie. Those are original. They are not fast moving agile creatures like Elder. Then I need to. If you ever get into Blood Bowl, he'll happily teach you how to play and bash your team to the ground. What is Blood Bowl? Because that sounds awesome. Just according to the name, it's like, you have piqued my interest. Let's fucking go. Start mission. Boop. Yeah, kind of pay attention. It's another Warhammer game, Blood Bowl. Okay. Could do. Well, you know how Vermintide is basically Warhammer 40k in a medieval setting, right? Yes.